So if you haven't heard, the Twitch adpocalypse is happening literally right now. And just like the YouTube adpocalypse, streamers and content creators are freaking out. And it is the funniest thing I have ever seen.
So Twitch, if you don't fix my ad revenue and put it back to normal, I'm not going to be streaming on the platform. I don't care.
And for those who don't know what an adpocalypse is, it's basically whenever advertisers realize that streamers and content creators are pieces of shit and making terrible content that they don't want their ads on. So they all pull out, meaning the streamers don't make any money off their ads, or very little compared to what they used to. This is very similar to what happened in 2017 whenever adpocalypse hit YouTube. A lot of people were trying to blame PewDiePie, but it was just YouTube as a whole was a pretty shit site for content. Advertisers were like, oh, yeah, we don't want our ads on a video about Nazis. And with all these big streamers, they've been getting away with shit for so many years with very little repercussions. Like sometimes the big ones will get like a ban, but they just make so much money for Twitch that Twitch is just like, okay, fine, we'll unban you after like a day. And so they'll go talk literally about how a certain group of people are terrible. Literally anything political. All these big streamers have been talking about this shit for so long with very little repercussions. And advertisers are finally starting to realize that, hey, I don't want my ads on a video talking about wanting a group of people dead. And to show proof, here's a video of FaZe Lacey talking about it.
I'm seeing all these streamers, clips of them talking about their ad revenue and how they're not getting paid from ad revenue here and there. So I go and check my ad revenue. Yeah, I'm not getting ad revenue. I'm not getting the correct ad revenue. My ad revenue went from $10,000 plus at some points per day to now like $2,000 a day. If I want to make $2,000 a day, I'll go be a fucking mailman.
Do you know how out of touch with reality you have to be to think a mailman makes $2,000 a day? Bro, a mailman barely clears $2,000 a month. They make like 30 to 40K a year. That's like $3,000 a month. He does actually show a chart of his ads showing that he's making way less. And there were a bunch of other streamers that showed that they were making way less too. So that's why I think it's funny, because all these big streamers are freaking out because their ads dropped from $15,000 a day down to like a few $100s, which is still a lot, by the way. It's not funny for the small streamers that are barely making it streaming. That's not funny because it hurts them. But for the big guys, it's hilarious. It's just like stealing from Walmart. Like, I don't give a fuck. They can survive. But it's also kind of just a back and forth game, because the main two people were trying to blame it for, Hassan, which is a piece of shit, and Asmongold. And they're kind of just going back and forth at each other, like a game of recess tag where they're just bitching at each other saying, I'm not it, you are. Like,
Hassan clearly is like one of the biggest proponents of this. I would say he is the biggest proponent to a lot of the contention around the, quote, adpocalypse.
When Asmongold is making threats like this is the result, okay? When you partner up with cynical assholes are gonna hurt other content creators, you know?
They're being little babies about it, but they're trying to blame each other on whose fault it is. Yeah, it's just really funny. So yeah, subscribe and bye.